Okay, who's ready to be immature? I haven't read this yet, but I have some disturbing hopes. Ugh. Let's not go there. Ugh. Anywho, this one is called Ugh. Who Farted? By N8C8XX. And I really hope those X's aren't kiss marks. I'm flattered, but no. Oh, how fabulous. This chapter's called Farting is Magic. I highly doubt that. I really do. It had to happen. It just had to happen at that moment. Apple Bloom looked around the room, trying to not look embarrassed. All of the other fillies in their class were bursting out in laughter due to their sheer immaturity. Great, not in a paragraph through. All of the fillies were getting a kick out of it. All of them, except for Apple Bloom. Earlier that day, all of the foals were on the playground right outside of the schoolhouse. It was before school, and they would be trapped sitting down in a room for 7 hours. Sounds like secondary school. Blech. So they might as well get all out their energy right now. Oh, sorry. So they might as well get all their energy out right now. I love misreading. I feel so intellectual. However, that isn't what was inspiring to... However, that isn't what was happening today. Today, all the foals were crowded around one of the picnic tables. There were 2 fillies staring into each other's eyes, as if they were hungry at one another. What? Hungry? That's angry. Boo. They weren't. It was just a friendly little milk chugging competition. All of the students were watching, but only 2 were competing at a time. The 2 fillies now competing were Coronet and Cyan Skies. The stare went on for quite a while, until one of the other ponies yelled, "Go!" They went straight for their individual cartons of milk, and started drinking as fast as they can. Coronet finished first, keeping her rank of the undefeated champion. Everyone applauded and cheered. Apple Bloom, Sweetie Belle, and Scootaloo were also in the crowd of spectators. Sweetie Belle nudged Apple Bloom on the shoulder. "Apple Bloom, you should totally try this," she urged. Apple Bloom shrugged. "I don't know." "Oh, come on. If you beat Coronet, then you'll be a living legend of the school." Scootaloo chimed in. "Oh, alright. I guess I'll give it a shot." Apple Bloom gave in. Featherweight hopped up on the table as Cyan Skies walked away. "Any new contestants take on undefeated champion?" he asked with great enthusiasm. "She will!" Sweetie Belle shouted, taking Apple Bloom's hoof and lifting it up. Apple Bloom took her seat, and Featherweight hopped off of the table. He placed 2 milk cartons in front of the fillies. "Ready?" Featherweight confirmed. "Set. Go!" Apple Bloom brought the milk to her lips, as did her opponent. She began to drink very fast. A cinch. That's what the contest could be summed up to. Apple Bloom grows up on a farm. She learns to do these kind of things. In fact, she slammed her carton to the table, finished, long before Coronet did. She was the champion. Coronet looked sad as the rest of the school ponies were cheering for Apple Bloom for her impressive feat. However, their celebration was cut off by the school bell chiming, signalling that it was time for school to begin. Here. The crowd quieted down and walked into the school, congratulating Apple Bloom in the way there. That's wrong, but okay. 2 hours of painstaking education later, a lecture on the pre-classical era was taking place by Cherry Lee, the teacher. All of a sudden, a sound emanated through the room. The sound came from Apple Bloom. Oh. Everyone went silent. Then, as fast as the silence fell, Laughter slept across the room. It was the sound of a fart. Oh, there's no description of it. I was hoping for a trombone solo at least. Oh. Well, that brings us up to now. Oh, sorry. Well, that brings us up to now. Oh, God. Apple Bloom, being the only one not laughing at her own fart, was looking suspicious. After all, the falls didn't know it was hers. Class, that's enough. Shirley tried to hang order. Oh, bring order, sorry. As soon as the giggling ceased, a duplicate of the same sound occurred. The laughing came again, just as fast as before. Apple Bloom began to blush in embarrassment. The laughing came to a close and was replaced with sound of disgust. Ew! Oh, that smells awful. Ah, who farted? Oh man, sick! Oh dear merciful God! I pissed my pants. Oh no. No. Oh, that takes me back. All these things came from their voices. They all covered their muzzles to escape the smell. Even Apple Bloom, who too smelled the fart. Shirley tried not to cover her muzzle in order not to offend whoever made the fart. Now, class, bowel movements are just another part of life. Shirley tried to settle down her class. It's nothing worth laughing about, nor feeling ashamed about. She tried to get the subject back to the lesson. Now, back to the invention of the compass. 5 more grueling hours of embarrassment. Apple Bloom endured them all, but just barely. She wasn't sure how much longer she could hide that she was making these farts. Farts for her have come occasionally, but never have they been this frequent, and not to mention, smelly. Apple Bloom stared at the clock for the last minute of school. The second the bell chimed, signalling that it was time to leave, she was the first one to bolt out the door. She did so even before Shirley told the class to have a nice rest of the day. She took a mad dash for her home, until she was stopped halfway by Scootaloo and Sweeterbelle. They ran in front of her, forcing her to stop. Apple Bloom, what's the matter with you? Sweeterbelle asked. Yeah, you haven't said anything in class all day. Plus you're rushing home now. What's up? Scootaloo added. Well, Apple Bloom couldn't tell anyone she was farting the whole school day. Not even her best friends. I need to help Applejack with the farm. She was real antsy this morning about it too. So I gotta get home. Or she'll have my hair. Just then, Apple Bloom farted again. What was that sound? Scootaloo asked, looking around her. She kicked the ground. So, I gotta get going. See you tomorrow. Bye! With that, Apple Bloom rushed off before the sound could be traced to her. Finally, she had arrived at her house, a shelter where she would not be judged. Rushing to her room, she closed the door behind her quickly and forcefully. She let out a fart she'd been holding in. However, reality reached her. She knew she couldn't stay in this room forever. But how can she go outside? She will surely fart, and ponies will laugh. She sat down on her bed, conflicted. She then looked to her left. Oh no. A fake moustache caught her attention. Oh, see where this is going. It was lying on her bed, because she discarded it quickly after the crusading attempt. Operation Cutie Mark Crusaders, Cornmasters! Didn't work as expected. Her and her friends were chased around town by an angry stallion, who they had just practically robbed. Huh. CMC bandits. Sweet. A sinister smile grew on Apple Bloom's face as she hopped off the bed. She opened her closet and grabbed a brown fedora, sunglasses and a trench coat. These were from another failed Crusader mission. Operation Cutie Mark Crusaders Fashion Models. Ugh. Didn't end well either. Let's just say that tomatoes don't taste good. But not when they're hurled at your face. After collecting these clothes, she put them on. Finally, she applied the pièce de résistance, the moustache. Now she looked like a completely different pony. She looked ridiculous nonetheless, but still, different. A triumphant smile replaced her sinister one. However, that smile faded when she realised that she had no idea where she was going. She began to pace back and forth. Well, I got my costume, but now where am I supposed to check this problem out? Apple Bloom thought for a good minute. Aha! Zecora. She'll know what to do. She can whip up a potion for any kind of problem. Apple Bloom rushed out the door, tried not to be seen by her family, and made a beeline for Everfree Forest. Apple Bloom barged into her zebra friend's house. It's a house? I thought it was a hut. Zecora was walking around the hut. Oh, there we go. Collecting ingredients, and then tossing them into her cauldron in the middle of the room. She didn't seem to notice Apple Bloom's presence quite yet. Apple Bloom took a step forward. Zecora? She interrupted. Zecora jumped at the surprise and turned around to see Apple Bloom. Oh, Apple Bloom. You got me quite scared. Maybe next time I should be more prepared. Zecora rhymed, as she always does. You saw through my disguise? She shook her head away in disbelief. Zecora, I've got a huge problem. Apple Bloom was cut off by one of her own farts. She looked down in shame. I need to fix that. Zecora chuckled at the passiveness of the situation. That is not a problem I can fix. She picked up a circular pill that she had crafted herself. Just let me remedy this mix, she said, grabbing a mortar and pestle. Zecora smashed up the pill. Then she added some unknown liquid that came out of the bottle. She grinded a bit more, then poured the solution to a small wooden bowl. Zecora placed the bowl on the table, and Apple Bloom slowly walked towards it. What is it? It's merely a mixture of my own creation. Gulp it down with no hesitation, Zecora answered. Apple Bloom quickly grabbed the bowl in her mouth. What the hell? Sorry about that, I just... Oh. So I just thought I smoked go across the hall then. Shit myself. Where was I? Gulp it all down with no hesitation, Zecora answered. Apple Bloom quickly grabbed the bowl in her mouth and drank everything to its last drop. Did it work? Apple Bloom asked excitedly. It should have done it correct. Zecora was cut off by one of Apple Bloom's farts. I guess it didn't have any effect. Zecora, you have to try something else. I can't go on like this forever. Apple Bloom sounded desperate. Unfortunately, I have no more solutions. Come back later, and I might figure out a substitution, Zecora admitted. But I'm also run out of rhymes, you know. I think it's about time you should really go. Apple Bloom slowly trotted out the door as Zecora went back to her cauldron. Apple Bloom ran through Ponyville, trying to think of her next destination, if any. If Zecora couldn't figure it out, then who could? There was only one other pony she knew who was smarter than Zecora. Twilight! Apple Bloom yelled, looking like an idiot in front of several ponies. She dashed off to Twilight's treehouse. When she got there, she knocked on the door violently and quickly. Spike was there to open up the door. Oh, hey, Apple Bloom. Spike was cut off by Apple Bloom rushing past him to get inside the library. Is Twilight home? She asked quickly, looking all over the place. Spike shut the door. Oh, yeah, hold on. He took a breath. Twilight, Apple Bloom is here for you. Spike shouted for Twilight. Twilight emerged from the top of the staircase. She looked down at the word Apple Bloom. Oh, hi, Apple Bloom. Come upstairs, Twilight offered as she went back up the stairs. Oh, I keep wanting to sneeze. Don't know why. Apple Bloom followed her. Twilight was sitting at her desk, writing something. She turned around when she noticed Apple Bloom was in the same room as her. So, what's up, Apple Bloom? Well, I kinda... It was hard for Apple Bloom to admit it. Is it your first crush? Twilight guessed. Oh, I know the feeling. Who's the lucky colt? No! Apple Bloom shook her head. The problem is... Apple Bloom farted. That I've been having... gas all day. It's really embarrassing, Twilight. You gotta help me. Okay, I think I can help you. Just tell me everything that happened today, Twilight ordered. So, Apple Bloom told Twilight everything that happened right from the second she woke up. That's everything that happened today. I just can't connect any dots. Apple Bloom bent over from a sudden stomach pain. Huh, Twilight thought. Does your stomach hurt right now? Yes. So this started when you were in the middle of school? That's right. Twilight started to laugh. Apple Bloom, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just lactose intolerant. Lack of toast what now? Oh, that should be a crime. Lack of toast. Wild. Apple Bloom was confused. It means that when you drink or eat dairy, you get gas and stomach pains, Twilight explained. When did I have any dairy? The milk before school that you chugged, remember? Oh, so all that is just 'cause I'm lactose intolerant? That's right. Your little flatulence problem should blow over in about an hour or so. Well, now I feel silly. I wasted all time trying to figure out a problem that was nothing. Apple Bloom looked out the window to see that the day was almost over. And I still have a ton of homework to do. She remembered as she ran downstairs and out the door yelling, Thanks a bundle, Twilight. Oh, an office note says, I'm so immature. Hey, aren't we all? We are all child at heart. And you know, I have to say, I wasn't expecting that kind of story to come out of that. But I had a few good laughs and I hope you did too, so I'm going to say this was worth it. I'm glad I read it, because I definitely needed that.